let's get right on rolling with the other episode of that recording session. I like exited out of the game and then I realized, oh wait, I need to record another episode. So now that we're down in the Blighttown, I'm gonna get myself human form so I can show you the NPC invasion that's down here. Because you do get a cool weapon, I believe. All I have to do, I'm gonna kill this guy first because he's kind of annoying. And then we are gonna take off the Ring of the Evil Eye in exchange for the Rusted Iron Ring. Man-Eater Mildred is the NPC invader over here. And we do have these mosquitoes who are going to infinitely spawn every time you kill them. And I believe they cause bleed buildup, and they're really annoying. I partial parried that on the first strike. This is Man-Eater Mildred. She's got a sack on her head, she's basically naked, and she's got a plank shield. I mean, what more could you want out of a woman? Also holding a rather large butcher knife. Fucking mosquito. I hate these things. Roll our way back in here. Most enemies won't come within a certain distance of the bonfire. There you go. Get a good chunk of souls from that, though. Pick up the humanity from that, and we get the butcher knife. It's actually a pretty cool weapon. I believe when you kill enemies, you get health back from it. Or is that only in Dark Souls 2? I don't remember. Anyway, so we're poisoned right now. That's like no big deal, really. We'll start rolling around, picking up the items. Now these guys are the ones I was talking about where this is the better farm for large Titanite shards. And there we go, the first one we kill gives us one. Probably because I'm over here rolling with 11 freaking humanity. So I have maxed out item discovery chance from that at least. We won't get the next item for it until Sun's Fortress. Now if we follow along the edge from here, we will come up to, I believe it's around this corner. No, I was wrong. Alright, I know nothing. Don't worry about it. Somewhere around here, there should be an armor set, which is the Pyromancer starting stuff. And I can't find it, and that makes me slightly uncomfortable. It makes me pretty uncomfortable, actually. So yeah. Poison, as opposed to Toxin, in this game is really nothing to worry about. It's only really slow HP degradation. What you really gotta worry about is taking that little bit of chip damage that's gonna get you insta-killed. Is that the stuff I'm looking for? I don't think it is. No, it's totally not. Yeah, it's just another large Titanite shard. So there's a ton of these guys here. They drop large shards. You know, like, what more could you want out of the farm? I'm gonna die. There we go. No, I'm not gonna die. On the bright side, you can't be repoisoned while you're already poisoned. And these three appear to be guarding this next item, which is actually a pretty cool sword. The server. We'll read on item descriptions when I'm not poisoned. Probably when I head on back to the bonfire. Alright, so I know it should be along this edge. Unless there was, like, a trigger for the body supposed to be being there, but I don't think there should be. Oh, no, there it is. Alright, so I was totally right. It goes around here. After all. Pyromancy, Poison Mist, and the Tattered Cloth set of armor. The Pyromancer starting equipment. Yeah, it's basically straight away from the bonfire. Alright. We are all good. I remembered things. And we got a Pyromancy, Poison Mist. So. Well, real quick. We'll go to Attune Stuff, and I can also get the lore on Poison Mist, and Power Within while we're at it. Unique Pyromancy crafted by Engi. Considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp. Create Poisoned Mist. Engi became an egg-bearing undead who serves a deformed young girl who speaks an unintelligible tongue. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnesses the power of the inner self and stuff. Short strength and endurance boost, but lose HP. Excessive power eats away at the life force of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, Power Within was kept secret for eons. So just as a show of force, this is something we're going to be using pretty often. So I'm going to do a ton more damage. I get increased stamina regeneration, and so I hit really hard. My stamina is going to increase really fast, but I'm going to start losing HP over time. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's actually really cool. I enjoy it quite a lot. The choice weapon of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, also known as the Knight of Thorns, for the gnarly spikes on his favorite weapon. This frightful sword deals only thrust attacks and causes heavy bleeding. And then we have the Server. A curved greatsword used in a mysterious ancient rite, imbued with frightful occult energy, which restores HP with each hit. It is also a curved greatsword, which is kind of cool. And then we have the Wanderer stuff. Hood of an Aimless Wanderer, made from sturdy leather. It offers protection versus wind and rain. Coat of an Aimless Traveler, made from sturdy leather and quilting. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. And the Wanderer stuff. Sturdy leather protects the hands, a must-have for a long journey. For long journeys. And the Tattered Cloth stuff. Hood worn by pyromancers of the Great Swamp. Though it appears tattered, it's actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other sources of nature out in the hinterlands where they were driven. There's a lot of summon signs. I'm actually a little surprised. Boots made of thick leather. The boots of the pyromancers are incredibly tough on account of the rugged grasslands and treacherous swamps they must traverse. Their soles are nearly impenetrable. This armor actually gives really good poison resist. Now, I want to check, because the Tattered Cloth hood is pretty cool, to be honest. Wonder how the boots look. Heavy boots. I mean, honestly, the Pyromancer's like starting set is actually really cool. I mean, look at that. Like, who wouldn't want that? But, oh my god, the poison resist on this stuff is so good. Yeah, we're probably gonna start wearing this Tattered Cloth stuff for the insane poison resist that we're getting out of it. So I don't believe... Wait, Butcher's Knife. I was about to say I don't believe I've forgotten anything, but here we are forgetting to something. Oh. Dragon King Great Axe. This axe, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by the tail of the gaping dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of the everlasting dragons. The axe is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. If you do a two-handed R2 with that weapon, it does a big freaking like ground pound thing, but I don't think I can do it because I don't have the strength requirement. It's got like 50 strength requirement. You almost always have to hold it in two hands until you're, you know, really, really strong. Where's Green Titanite Shard? Titanite Shards are fragment legendary slabs, etc., etc. Dragon Scale. Dragon Scale for reinforcing dragon weapons, peeled from an ancient dragon. A dragon is inseparable from its scales, and the transcendent apostles who seek the perpetuity of the ancient dragons have crossed the very end of the earth to seek this invaluable treasure. It's used to upgrade the dragon weapons, like the Drake Sword and the Dragon King Great Axe, because they have no scaling on their own. Dragon Scales are also pretty tough to come by. So you can see our poison bar is actually really, really big now. Lord Soul Proud Knight between here, or beneath there. And we are now going to go to another section of bottom of Blighttown over here before we head on over to the boss. There shouldn't be any more items over here, I don't believe. Just these guys down here and then this tree. There you go. Green Titanite Shard. Now, this farm gets a lot more effective with an item we can farm in Sen's Fortress, or find in Sen's Fortress, which will increase your item discovery. Whew! We're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. I don't want to die to the slugs. That's embarrassing. Wow, screw you. There you go. Alright, use the purple moss clump. Get rid of our poison. Yeah, later on you can find an item in Sen's Fortress, which is where we're going after Blighttown, which will allow you to increase your item discovery. Now, this is something we haven't seen before. A plank shield. Whew! I got you going there for a second, didn't I? Makeshift shield built from wood planks provides minimal protection, but at a cost of moderate humiliation. You know, the wall right here looks a little suspicious. It doesn't work when you backstep into it. That's kind of funny. Chest. Twin Humanities. Always be prepared for the double fake. Those are illusory walls. In Dark Souls 1, they function on a by-hit basis. If you smack them, they'll disappear. If you roll into them, they'll disappear. Stuff like that. And they, you know, do secret areas. This is the Great Hollow. Now, I'm not actually going to rest at that bonfire because I don't want to have to walk back. And right here, we're going to walk off the edge and pray that I don't miss Chloranthy Ring. We're going to use this a little later. I'm not going to explore the Great Hollow until we have the Lord Vessel, which will, I mean, spoiler alert, I guess. That is the item that is going to unlock fast travel for us. Oh, what's up? Large Soul of a Proud Knight. Sweet. So now it's time to go say hi to the boss of the area. Over here is a dead body. Large Titanite Shard. Over there are 3 dudes with big rocks that I don't want to fight. there's not much use. I believe they drop the pickaxe if you want to fight them, but I mean, other than that, it's mostly just to annoy the people who come in from the other way. And there is an item over there, which means I guess we have to go fight them eventually. But for now, let's just go fight the boss. Pop these souls, because, you know, I wanna get our gold pie and resin ready. And there is an NPC summon for this boss fight, which I tend to use pretty often. I mean, I enjoy the NPC summons. This one especially is actually pretty decent, depending on how the AI works out. Maneater Mildred, I know you just tried to kill me, girl, but how about you come help me, huh? Alright. This cutscene. It's really funny. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Man? Yeah, so, for the record, those are some really, really, like, glossy lips. You live in, like, a poison swamp. And she's sitting here looking pretty. Anyway, this is Quelaag. Chaos Witch, or whatever, you know, lore stuff. Chaos Witch Quelaag. This would be one of the daughters. Woo, get out. One of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith. You'll probably remember her from the beginning cutscene. She's also got plenty of health. Power with, this is with, you know, that's my damage with Power Within and Lightning Pine Resin, so not to be trifled with. It is a bit suggested if you are having trouble. You know, you should probably farm up a plus 10 weapon before you do this fight. Makes it significantly easier. That's her AoE attack. If she pauses and sits down to hug the spider, that's her AoE attack. Other than that, you can just kind of stay in the shoulder here. That lava spew is basically your best friend. And then she will occasionally do that. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, I made it in time. Woo! She'll do some swings and jabs with her sword. The big thing, once again, just stay inside, like, the shoulder of the spider. Maneater Mildred does help to take off some of the aggro, and whatever you do, do not get too far away from her. If you get too far away from her, she does that jumping attack that I tried to dodge and failed. And it's really not pretty for you. Okay, so second Bell of Awakening. Outside, we see lava with the bloom effect turned up to like freaking max. I wonder if I could find like a mod that'll allow me to get rid of the bloom on the lava, because it actually really does hurt my eyes, and I'm sure it's not so good for viewing experience either. So there's the second Bell of Awakening. Now, you don't actually need to ring the Bell of Awakening, the Bells of Awakening in order. The shortcut I show you that'll allow you to get into Blighttown early, you can technically go to Blighttown first. But it does have the negative repercussions of Lautrec's storyline, which, once again, the trigger is you entering Blighttown. And we'll see what happens later. If you remember, those are the gates that good old Onion Bro was sitting in front of. The Bells of Awakening have triggered the giants to wake up and pull the gates open. Or that giant in particular, not the giants. I believe it's only one. Ring the bell, Quailog's domain. Now, we can walk it down these stairs. Once again, we're getting a pretty decent view out there. Walk it down these stairs. And, you know, I mean, they introduced to us the concept of the illusory wall earlier, and let me tell you, this little alcove here seems a little out of place. What's up, dude?
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Yeah, I'm totally a new servant.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Yeah, no big deal, bud. No problem. No problem at all. If you just move, that would be great. Cool. We're gonna rest at this bonfire because I want to unlock it later on. This is the only fast travel destination in the area, so that does mean we're gonna have to walk back. I'm gonna make sure I have my shield out and not my sword because I don't want anything attacking me here. So, you right here. This is really pale Quailog. I think some people might have called her Quailan, not Quailana. But I don't know if anybody actually knows her name or if she has one. But yeah, this is really pale Quailog. And that would be because she's sick with the blight of Blighttown that she has sucked out of some people to cure them, something like that. Anyway. She is speaking a tongue we cannot see, but we can use it to reinforce the Estus Flask with that Firekeeper Soul. I don't have another right yet. However, we do have the Old Witch's Ring.
Quailog, my dear sister.
Yo, funny story. I may have, I walked inside and your sister came down the stairs and she jumped me, dude. I'm sorry.
Quailog, what is it?
Oh, we killed her sister.
Enter a covenant again. Of course. Let me try.
Now we can enter her covenant, which is the Chaos Covenant, Spider Keepers, something. We get great Chaos Fireball for it. Covenant established. Now, you can offer her humanity. Eventually, we are going to offer this woman 30 humanity, which takes forever, but for now, we're just going to talk to her.
Quailog, my dear sister. The eggs, they've gone still. I'm afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself. I'll be fine. But promise that you.
So you're looking at essentially the nicest person that exists in Dark Souls. For the record, her nails clip through her hands, and it always made me think those were like weird veins, but those are her nails. I just want you to know that. Yeah, you're essentially...
Quailog, do be safe.
Yeah, you're looking at essentially the nicest character in Dark Souls. I just want you to know that. Anyway. What else can we do? I did just get the Great Chaos Fireball. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Izalith and her daughters. Hurl a giant Chaos Fireball. The Flame of Chaos can melt stone, producing a short-lived lava glob. You there! Hello.
You speak the tongue of the fair lady?
Yeah, totally.
Well, do not be rash with your pride. You have yet to earn my trust.
Dude, you want to go?
Try anything funny with the fair lady, there will be hell to pay. There is no time for idle chat. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need. There is nothing to say to you, except if you lay a hand on the fair lady, you should be prepared to face my wrath. There is nothing to except you.
Okay, dude. Anyway, this dude's also a pyromancer. Will allow us to up our pyromancy flame. Check the servants of the Daughters of Chaos. Oh, that's the covenant. Eggbearer Engi keeps this roster of those who serve his master, a Daughter of Chaos. Engi praises those who offer significant humanity to alleviate his master's suffering. But what is praise from Engi really worth? Now, if you do remember, Engi is the one who was considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp, which, as we know from Laurentius, is actually full of heretics itself. Pyromancers themselves are heretics. People do not really like them. And Engi, at the Great Swamp, creating poisonous pyromancies and toxins and whatever else he's doing, was considered a heretic even there. So is the praise from him for giving humanity to the fair lady really worth it? Who knows? We can come down here to the demon ruins. There's a bonfire down here. We're going to do a really, really quick boss, and by a really quick boss, I actually do mean a quick boss. As long as I can properly get the triggers for this, there should be no problem. Now, this is, story-wise, I mean, you can fight this boss about 3 ways, I believe. There is 2 ways to quote-unquote cheese him, and then there's 1 way to quote-unquote really fight him. We are going to be using one of the ways that is considered cheese by a small portion of the community, but, I mean, it's essentially a scripted event that is supposed to be able to happen, and it's likely the way you're supposed to beat him. He's absurdly annoying to deal with if you're going to fight him the regular way, and even with the cheese strat that involves this little corridor right here, he's still kind of annoying. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stripping down to our skivvies to get the fastest running speed possible going, and we are going to be putting on that Chloranthy ring. This is going to increase our stamina regen. This is the boss. Now you can fight him here in this open area and dodge his little like slam downs he does. However, the timing's really difficult, and he does have a lot of AoE to deal with that, so it's kind of annoying. The other way is to go to the entrance of the little tunnel over here, and he'll repeatedly do one specific slam down attack, and that's essentially cheese. Or you can basically do his scripted death. Now over here is how he gets pissed. If you pick up these clothes, he is permanently aggro to you. And there we go. So he is now permanently aggro to us. He will be trying to attack us forever. Forever, forever, forever. And now we run. We run all the way back to the fog gate. Woo! Good hustle. What's up, dude? Alright, there we go. He's gonna jump over here to try to get us. Now, if you notice, down here is essentially an endless pit. 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch, 4 punch, 5 punch. Ceaseless discharge. Now, ceaseless discharge is called such because of the lava he ceaselessly discharges from his body, and now that he is dead, the lava will cool, which leaves us a path down into the demon ruins. Yeah, sorry if you don't get too much of a good look at him. I've had a lot of experience before with the certain triggers not working if you do that slow enough. There is occasionally times when he will just sit there and spam long-range attacks at you until you die, and he won't actually do his jumping attack there. There's a lot of annoying things that can happen as far as that is concerned. So that's why we kind of rushed through that. However, we did get some stuff, but we are at 30 minutes, or 31 now. So for now, it's time to go. Oh boy. I don't know where that is. It's time to go. Goodbye.